Welcome everybody. Good morning. Hello everybody. I am Anchorhaven and this is the Mystical Wellness Channel. Good morning. It is my Monday morning. It's 5:20 a.m. here in the United Kingdom. I'm in the northwest of England in the Liverpool City region. The weather is completely grey as always here in the UK. So thank you so much for joining me. This is our early AM live, and in these lives, weekdays, we come together to support one another, to witness each other's journey, to talk about disclosure and weird and wonderful things that are going on in our communities. And so we get into it. We get into time travel, Stargates, super soldiers, secret space programs, special access programs, disclosure of Project Oblivion, and things that are going on like targeting and favorite things that we watched lately. And yeah, we get into this random discussions and then we pull some cards. And today I've got the Divine Masters deck. And so you do need to be a subscriber for 5 minutes at least to get into the chat with us, but please do come in the chat and say hello. It's very welcome you to be lurking in the background. We love our lurkers, but please do come and chat with us if you can. And let's have a fantastic start to the week. So it's Mindful Monday. I host evening groups on a Monday, Wednesday and a Saturday, and these are for my members who are members on Patreon or Substack. So you can support my channel. So you can get a membership on YouTube if you wish as well to support my work. I do have a couple of conferences coming up, which I'm very, very excited about because we're really getting close to it now. The first conference I have, I'm talking at, and that's Summer Days, Gina Virginia Casella Conference, and that is this Saturday. It's this Saturday. So hi everybody. So hey, Mr. Rainbow Flame, Silcola, Missing Time 420. Thank you guys so much for falling in. So the conference this Saturday, I will be talking at midday, like 12:30 Eastern, which is like 5:30 UK. The conference goes on for the entire day. It's like a 10-hour conference. So please get a ticket if you can and support the conference. Go to buymeacoffee.com/Gina Virginia Casella/extras to have a look at the tickets. But you know what? I kind of think it's going to be streaming on YouTube anyway. So 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 don't worry if you don't get a ticket, but if you can afford to support Gina's work, then please do. So we're all volunteering over there. Missing Time 420 is going to be moderating, Michael Koff's going to be moderating, I'm going to be moderating. So the three of us are pretty much going to be in that chat all day, hanging out, having fun, eating snacks. And then we've got loads of great presenters, and some of them are actually coming on the channel this week, so it's going to be so cool. Kat's in the chat. Good morning everyone. And so then the next conference I've got coming up is the Bases 2026 International Disclosure Conference on the 19th to the 21st of June, and this is by Miles Johnston. I'm going to be traveling down there by train. There's a slight change to my podcasting schedule this week because Maria Wheatley, who's scheduled for today, she's waiting for her new internet router to come. So we had a chat about it yesterday. We're getting rescheduled because it's Maria Wheatley and she is the queen of the megalithic kingdom, basically. So we want to make sure she's got good internet and she's comfortable. So we are going to reschedule Maria. But she's a lovely lady and I met her in December. And she's a very down-to-earth lady, but she knows her stuff when it comes to long skulls, sacred sites, artifacts, megalithics. Oh dear. Missing Time 420 says, I ate a bunch of mushrooms last show. So are you still in that right now? Like, did you have an effect on that? I do not know. The drink of the day is Vimto. I still need to go and get some Pepsi. So my basis mug is going to be full of that. When that runs out, I've got this lemon and lime drink. Yeah, so guys, you might need to send me a paypal.me/Anchorhaven. It's getting very random over here. I don't even have my Pepsi. Just like my life force. My mind wiping black goo drink. I did a couple of great interviews at the weekend, which I hope everybody's watched. And if you haven't, they're on my channel now, so you can go and watch them. Good morning, Wizard Kiss. So I did a great interview over there on Gina's channel. So I've uploaded it to my channel. I cut out the first hour, which was the gemstone reading, so you can go straight into the interview. So that's there on my channel in the video tab. And then yesterday I had fun over on Karen Holton TV. I really think I sped up the timeline. So I talked very, very fast, and then before you know it, it was over. So, and I came off thinking, oh, I think I just made it speed up by talking fast, because I get very nervous as a guest. I'm not a good guest. I get very, very nervous. I have no idea what I say, and then I have to watch it back. Whitaker says the interviews are very good and you're getting more comfortable with herself. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what she's talking about. But it's quite possible that I alter out when I'm doing interviews. And so so the Karen Holton one is there. I did give a little bit of new info that I had, I do have a lot in there, so every now and then I'll try and drop something else that's a bit interesting. I don't know. So it's when you go back to the beginning, it's the same, isn't it? It's the same old, same old. Voice to text is supposed to be yourself. No, that's fine. That's fine. So, so you go back to the beginning. Where did it all start? Oh God. Okay, here we go. Back to the beginning. Right, finding my dyad. Oh, realised I was targeted. Here we go. Right back to the beginning. So, good morning, everybody. YouTube's pushing us out. This is Anchorhaven, the Mystical Wellness channel. We get really weird here. You decide. We're going to pull some cards in a little bit once my voice is warmed up. This week, I've got some great guests on. I meant to check my schedule, and I did not. Maria Wheatley is rescheduling with us, so that's so cool because we want to make sure she gets a really good show so that she can come back and be a regular. I'm going to meet Maria out in bases, like not this weekend, it's next weekend. Oh my God, it's next weekend. And I'm super excited because it's like a convergence, a council of the wizards is happening at bases this time. Whereas last time I was super excited because my SSP brother Drago Reed was coming out and one of my American friends was coming out. So I had a really cool time and I got to meet Dr. Amir, who's Soul Family as well. This time, it's Sean Bond is coming out. Sean Bond and Isha are coming to the UK. And so I'm super excited. Then Dr. Amir and then Phil Barrow dropped the other day that he's going to try and get to bases. So we're just getting more and more wizards. And then when Sean Bond was live recently, he was with I Am a Mad Wizard, Raphael, I think his name is. And he's also coming to bases. So we're all just bringing our Merlin. Like, yeah, it's going to be fucking awesome. Right? It's going to be so good. We should have a disclosure event on Tuesday, beaching. It was low 80s. Is that Connecticut? CT? What's CT? Hot and beach. Yeah, one of my friends sent me a picture saying, here, this is where I am right now. And it's this beautiful beach. And it's like raining here, it's storming. So bad. So yes, so we've got some great guests on this week. We have got Soma Ara is coming on to talk about what she's going to be doing when she gets to the Summer Days conference this Saturday. We've also got Miriam Yancey, miriamyance.com is coming on, and she's going to be talking about the beautiful work that she does elementally, and she looks like a tree. I'm not joking. She's very, very tall, like a tree. She's so lovely. She's one of my favorite people that I met at bases in December last year. Miriam's coming on, and she's in the Netherlands right now, but she does spend a lot of time in the UK, staying at Miles's, and she uses that as a base in Devizes. So she'll be coming back for the conference. She's doing a talk. So Miles Johnson always shows the pictures of the trees, and they're the trees that Miriam's taken and stuff. So the photos of the trees she's taken. So Miriam's coming on, so it's going to be super cool. I'm also in talk with Beverly Rhodes, but she has very limited time. She's on a reservation in America right now. And so I'm trying to get her on, but I don't think it'll be before the conference because she's going to be doing a Zoom presentation at bases. And I have reached out to Penny Bradley, but she's not seen my messages. I've asked my friends to give her a poke to see if I can get her on before bases, but I think it might be an after bases, and that's okay. That's okay. So yeah, so we've got a very interesting podcasting schedule coming up. If anybody would like to be a guest on my podcast, please do send me an email. info@anchorhaven.co.uk, which I'll probably ignore. So please send me a message on Instagram. Instagram is where I really pay attention to my messages. Yeah, so Instagram is easy to message me. Or find me on Facebook Messenger. So good morning, everybody. Thank you guys for coming. Connecticut, yeah. I'm pretty good with most of my states. Let me have a breath. As one of my friends said to me yesterday, you're so Americanized. And they're so British. So they're in America and they're British. So they've got memories of like growing up in the UK. And I'm British and I've got memories of growing up in America. Raising myself on weird TV like Roseanne and Cheers and so the new weed tech I orders is pretty cool. So we're calling it technology now, weird. I don't know. Yeah, the storm goes through earlier today. Yeah, like Danny was saying the other day, there was loads of storms in Texas. I'm really excited. So what is the technology that you've ordered, Jason? What is it? Is it just weed, 420 stuff? Or is it something to do? I don't get it. Sorry. Like I said yesterday in that video, Karen Holton, I work with crystals. Crystals are the key. Crystals, you can have amazing experiences with crystals. I was teaching psychic development, crystal studies, and aura awareness at the weekend. So that was a really powerful day for me on Saturday. So it took me a while to get together. I've got a room behind me, which is just full of crystals. You guys would freak out. So there's just tons of crystals. Most of them are tumbles though. So I've got trays and trays and trays of tumbles. And because I used to be a crystal trader, so I've got quite a lot. That room is just still a mess. At some point it'll become the wellness room and I'll be able to take you guys in there. Yeah, it uses electromagnetic to vibrate the molecules to make enough friction in the atoms to heat up the bowl. Oh, wow. Okay, it sounds cool. Sounds pretty awesome. Yeah. Has anybody got a theme of the day? What's everybody been watching? What's been going on in your world? If you haven't watched my recent videos, please do. I did some crack-a-lacking videos last week, guys. Please do go and watch them back and leave some comments. Even if you don't watch the whole video, please leave a comment because that really helps my algorithm. I'm at 717 subscribers, I think, right now, which is so cool. Hey, Richard Espino, remember me, Beyonce? What? I remember you, Richard. Richard said hi. You get pretty sciencey. Jason, we love that about you. Really liking the vibe of this black rose fluoride I picked up. Nice. Yeah, so Wizard Wakers went to a spiritual fair at the weekend, so that was pretty cool. Oh, it's 719. Oh, wow. Thank you guys so much. I'm still waiting to cash out any monies from YouTube, so I'm hoping after bases I'll get the cash out on the 21st, so that will keep me going the rest of the month. Because bases is going to be quite expensive. I booked part of my train ticket to get down there. And I only booked part of it because I could do like an off-peak return, like I can jump on any train, and the other the other 3 or 4 connections that I need, I'm just going to purchase them then and there. It's quite a long journey. I'm going to be traveling like for most of Thursday the 18th to get down to Devices. But is the event in Devices? Oh no, it's not. It's in Pusey, in the middle of a field, in the middle of nowhere. So I don't think Miles is going to use this particular venue again. I think he's going to try and find something that's a bit more accessible. Because if you don't have a car, you're screwed. You really are. And this is so rural that there's even a bus service that you can just say, I'd like a bus, please. Right? I've never heard of that before. This is how country this is. Like where I am, there's buses every 20 minutes. I'm in the city. There, it's just like, oh, please can you send a bus to come and pick me up in this field? But then that only works until 6 o'clock at night. And this conference is going to go on long. So Friday is 6 till 9 on the Friday. It's the Skeptic special with Ben Emlyn Jones, the UFO guy, the Peasmore bass guy, and then Mark Pilkington and Lucy Wyatt, I think, on there. And then Saturday is the day that if you can only make one day, get there on the Saturday, unless you're into SSP. But a lot of the SSP stuff is recorded anyway. But Saturday's the day. Maria Wheatley talking, Sean Bond talking, Isha talking. Laura Eisenhower. Is Laura Eisenhower Sunday? I think so. Yeah, so I'm going to meet Laura Eisenhower. So she's quite a celebrity. I hope they send it out tomorrow. That's so cool. Okay, guys, what's the topic of the day? We're having a gentle start to the week. It's Mindful Monday. So if you're in my memberships, you can get access to my evening groups on a Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. So if you're a member on YouTube and you don't have access to those groups because you're on YouTube, so I can't just send you a message or anything like that, please send me a message on Instagram or email and say, hey, I'd like to attend your evening groups on Zoom. These are private groups and they are connection groups. So I do not record these groups because people can come on and connect with like minds. They can share what's going on with them. So these groups are not recorded. But I do pull cards and I do some mini meditations. Sometimes we do breath work. Today might be a breath work day. This evening, the energies were making me a bit edgy. You know, I was like that on Friday and Saturday. I was very edgy. Yeah. Yeah, and because I was talking to a friend about somebody who's on another podcast, and I was like, it's that guy. Do you remember that guy? And they're like, no idea what you're talking about. And then we realized that my friend had altered out, and I'd had a conversation with a different alter like months ago. And I had to send my friend screenshots to say, look, this is conversation. Who was I talking to? Don't know. So yeah, so the altering out thing is a bit edgy right now. Edgy. Woo! Woo! Oh, we got a jumper. We got Djwal, cool, divine mission, enlightened action, make choices from the heart. So divine mission. So I generally say to people the mission is the same. How you choose to do it is up to you. The mission is to share love. It's as simple as that. To share divine love with the planet. How you do it is up to you. But yeah, being heart-centered, being from the heart. Okay, so that's our collective energy this morning. You know about Salvador Pais? Is that how you say that? He made the UFO patent for the Navy. No. Has he been mentioned on Typical Skeptic? So a lot of my awareness is based around Typical Skeptic podcast, unfortunately. Last week I was moving into like tweet, and I was beginning to notice that I did not have points of view on quite a few things that my guests were saying. And I'm sitting there thinking, I've got nothing. My mind is completely clear. This is nice. And then I realized it's not nice. You're podcasting. You should know these things. You should have questions. So it's like, where are my questions? Some questions came in. So yeah, so my access consciousness work is kind of going in like a direction where I've been heading for a long time. And then you realize, maybe I do need a point of view on that topic as a podcast host. Maybe I do. So that's something I'm looking into. I've been rewatching some of my old videos, and yesterday I was rewatching a 5-minute clip with Arilam. Yeah, Arilam speaking, and Melissa Gates Perry. It was such a good clip of Arilam talking about how I work and that I was Arcturian and things like that, and I should be able to remember my Arcturian lifetimes. I thought, okay, mission accepted. I'm going to try and memory mine my Arcturian. Bran, hello, sister. How are you? Very good. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. So we have got Divine Masters cards today. If anybody would like a card, pop a message in there. If anyone's got a topic of discussion, if anyone would like to support me with a PayPal, thank you so much. It's paypal.me/Anchorhaven. I have 2 big conferences coming up. The first one is this Saturday. I can try. I don't know if I can get Melissa and Arilam on the show. I can try. I'm still waiting for quite a few people to come back to me on certain things, but let me write it down. Because Arilam was pretty excited that I was requesting a reading on that clip. You can go back in my video tab. It's like a 5-minute clip of Typical Skeptic. But I will ask that. So there's a couple of people I'm still waiting to reschedule with. One is Aurora Diamond Heart, who's got like 1 million children. One is Matthew Mornian. So people say, yeah. And then it's like, come on, like waiting for them to follow up. Who else am I getting on? Jerry and Leo. They've said yes. Beverly Rose has said yes. So it's like, so I've got people that say yes, and then I'm just waiting to schedule. So it'll fall into place after the Basis Conference. Right now, I am working on the guidebook for the Breakaway Oracles. That's a big theme of what I'm doing today, and the extras that go with that. Because the Breakaway Oracle is going to start to get shipped out next week. probably on the 15th, I'm going to start shipping out the Breakaway Oracle, but I need to get the kind of supporting items ready. So it's very, very exciting. So the Breakaway Oracle is here with me. Okay, I'm just going to do some blessings and things like that. Now, Missing Time 420 says, I just want to talk about electrogravitics or mermaids. Let's talk about mermaids. God damn it. Bring out the mermaids. We've never, ever spoken about mermaids and selkies. Oh, I like to talk about selkies. The seals that lose their skins. So I also call them silkies because I think it's nicer than sulky. What would you like to talk about with mermaids? Should we pull some cards on mermaids? Has anybody got some insight on mermaids? Drop it in the chat right now. Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll about mermaids. Let's do a poll, guys. So, mermaids, good or bad? Oh, I saw some terrible videos on Instagram about mermaids. About merfolk. I'm putting a lot of options in here. Putting in far too many options about mermaids. Here we go. Get your fingers ready. We've got a poll on the screen. People in the recording cannot see the poll on the screen. Mermaids, are they good? Are they bad? Are they not real? Or are you not sure? Here we go. Get your votes in. Matty West, how are you? It's peace and love from Australia. It's Matthew West is in the chat. So we're doing a poll about the mermaids. I've only had 3 votes. There's 8 people watching. 4 votes. Come on, guys, get your votes in about mermaids. Are they good? Are they bad? Are they not real? Or are you not sure? We need more data to analyze the situation. Can I have 2 more votes, please? 7 people watching. Wish I could vote. I don't get a vote. So 20% people think mermaids are good. 20% think mermaids are bad. 60% of people are not sure about mermaids, and 0 people think they're not real. So that's good. So we all agree that mermaids are real. Rachel Kyle, hello. Just joined having a fabulous day. I'm feeling a little more weirder than normal. We like that. Hope everyone's tickety-boo, and will find me glasses and check the chat. So we've got a poll on, Rachel Kyle, so do the poll. 7 votes there. I've got 2 more people watching. Got 9 people. Guys, pop it in the poll. Mermaids, are they good? Are they bad? Are you not sure? We need more data. Is it like the fairy good and bad? Yeah, I guess so. 29% of people think mermaids are good. 14% think mermaids are bad. So you do hear the stories about the mermaids. There's 2 more votes, please, guys. Come on, who hasn't voted and who's watching, who's lurking in the background, please vote. And if we can, yep, okay. Okay, I'm going to end the poll in a second. Yeah, with the views have just dropped down. I don't want to vote. Mermaids can be good and bad. So, are mermaids sirens? Are they sirens? What do we think? Okay, they're different than sirens. So mermaids. I saw this terrible video, and I don't know if it's AI, because who knows anymore what's what. And it was like there was a ship, like a big schooner or whatever you call it, and they put nets in and they pulled up a mer person, and then when they look down, there's all these merfolk, trying to get their person back. So they throw their person back, but then somebody falls in, and the merfolk start ravaging. And is that real? I really don't know. Yeah, are humans good and bad? That's a good one. Yeah. So what does everybody know about mermaids? Has anybody had a mermaid experience? My first mermaid encounter was a bit of an activation watching the movie Splash. Did anybody else get programmed by the movie Splash? I'm going to write that down, actually. I mentioned that to the John Whitberg. Because for me, I got to spend quite a lot of time in a swimming pool alone when I was growing up. My dad used to be at that health club at that famous hotel across the water there, and I felt like I was in the pool alone a lot of the time. I used to pretend I was a mermaid. I used to swim underwater. I actually still swim with my legs as one and kick my legs. I still swim like that now. Right, I do. I don't know if that's part of the dolphin training that we had or whatever. Yeah, well, I know, I saw that as well, Wizard. It's like you were answering the question before I'd even vocalized the question, so we're totally telepathic. Yeah, two peas in a pod, as always. 420 says, I think we've had a civilization reset and we were sea people. I agree, because in Lemuria, I was a water elemental. And I've experienced that in meditation of just being the water, seeing a turtle swim right by me and stuff. It was freaky. I think the ancients had more command of the sea than we thought. Yes. Poseidon's coming to mind. Yeah. Percy Jackson's. Everybody watch Percy Jackson. Yeah, just go to the water, Percy. Go to the water. And then the water totally regenerates him. Wizard Wickies remembers being aquatic as well. Kat says Olympic swimmers do that dolphin kick off the starting block efficient. Yeah. Yeah. Interesting, hey. So what do we think about mermaids? My vocals are really like rough this morning. No Pepsi. So I do believe that they have captured the merfolk. David Purcell and I used to chat about this kind of thing a lot last year, because he was looking into connecting to the merfolk with Audrey Walters, and they'd begun to channel it around the time of the Full Disclosure Conference, it was in fact, and they started to channel sea folk, one of them being the octopus Craig, who wanted to take over the world. He's like, if I had legs, god damn it, I would take over the world. So beware of the octopus folk. Beware of the octopi. They really are not good. Good morning, Justina. How are you? It's good to see you laughing. We just did a poll about mermaids. Yeah. How about mermen? So how do mer women have babies? Do you think they lay eggs? It's quite possible. So, okay. If we're talking about merfolk, we have to talk about Aquaman. Is Aquaman smexy or not? This is the only time I'm actually going to say somebody's smexy, because he's like, yeah, Lady Portia saying overcoming limitations. Yeah, so merman. So I don't know. So if you watch the movie Aquaman, like, is that based on disclosure? Are they really have an underwater city and things like that? Potentially, yes. What do you guys think? Oh yeah, definitely smexy, says Silcola. Aquaman smexy, I'll give him that. And even in Stargate Atlantis, if you watch that, he was in that as well, and he was Ronan Dex, and his character was pretty badass and smexy too. No need to read. Okay. Thank you. Jason Momoa from Momoa. Jason Momoa. Aquaman is a hybrid. Yeah, he was a hybrid human merfolk, human Atlantean merfolk. Yeah, interesting. So we had that connection. So I do believe we have that telepathic connection to the dolphins and things anyway. Never mind Project Seagate. I don't think that gives you the connection. I think you already have it. And the Seagate project just enhances it. So if you're into the Seagate narrative, there's a couple of videos you can watch. The latest one I did with Christy Campbell, which has done those beautiful images to help people jog their memory. But also I've got a playlist with Aaron McCullum, and it's videos that I found about Aaron McCullum, and he talks about Project Seagate, and he might have been one of the first people to do that. Yeah, so Aaron McCullum is no longer public. He's literally a different person now. Has he been altered out? Possible. But when I reached out to him privately, he just blocked me straight away, which lets me think he's not altered out. He knows who he is, yeah. My tickle, not fancied often, but Jason is a tickler. Yeah, Jason's pretty hot, actually. When you see him on Typical Skeptic. Yeah. So Jason won't come on my channel, and yeah. So I'd like to do a show with Woo and Jason. Let's do a guy show. Let's get the guys on. Yeah. So I don't know. Oh, Blue Bings. Look at this. Blue Bings. What does he look like? He looks like a merfolk. Interesting. Let's find out about these Blue Bings. Light transmission. Wounds healed. Important information. Charging up. One moment. Where is it? Let me find the index. Oh, it's right at the beginning, under B instead of T. Okay, the blue beings. So, hey Tan, create and meditate. I've been listening to that song. Get up, get out, get motivated, get up, create, meditate. You don't believe some of the stuff I listen to is batshit crazy. But I like to listen to really high vibe stuff. And I found this beautiful, and I sent it to Wizard recently, this beautiful kind of like Om Guru Jaya meditation, and not meditation, song. And I played it in my Violet Flame group the other day, and Yvonne said to me, where do you find these gems? Where do you find these gems? I don't know, they just come to me on my Spotify, and then I'm just like, oh, that's amazing. I was like a Narani. It's just beautiful. Blue beings. Okay, there are many names for these beings, such as extraterrestrials, star people, star answers, sky people, and more. And I'm going to say merfolk because he's got freaking gills. Look at that. He's got gills there. So they are divinely inspired, evolved beings existing in dimensions we can't comprehend. These dimensions are alternate realities, and so far the future that the bright ones see beyond anything that troubles us now. These overseers of the cosmos are like angels in the sense that they are expressions of the divine, fully connected to the heart of source. Star beings exist in multiple forms, and in this case appear as blue beings. Now, I do have a blue guide who I believe is Syrian, who looks like an avatar being from the movie, but he came to me when I was doing Palladian Crystal Healing course, right? And then he came in like an inch from my face. So it's quite an interesting person. Being. They're here to transport you energetically to their healing sanctuary so you can be whole and healed. They come in peace, radiating the highest light and frequencies that can assist you on all levels of healing. They work on a quantum level, and thus when their healing touches your life, the root cause of any dis-ease is illuminated and completely healed. That's really interesting. So what I did do yesterday was I started to put information for a new service, which is just a combination of the work that I do working with the Akashic Oracle and working with the Breakaway Oracle now. So I'm putting together some new offerings where we can really kind of utilize all of the skills. I don't have any stories I want to tell on YouTube. Yeah, but you have such a interesting point of view on things, Missing Time 420. I would love to get your opinion on things. Yeah. Yeah, so Jesse says there's so much stuff about mermaids over centuries, so there's something to it. Yeah. Dan Guest, good morning. Julia, you're in good spirits today. Well, it's Monday, so that's good. My guest has had to reschedule, so I'm like, because it's a big one. It's Maria Wheatley. She's having trouble with her internet, so we're going to reschedule. She's a lovely lady. Hillbilly Herb. My dream of being a blue cyclops will stay with me always. Yes. So Dan Guest is a blue cyclops being. Percy Jackson's coming back into my mind again, where he had that half brother who was a cyclops. So has everybody watched Percy Jackson? Has everybody read the books about Percy Jackson? Oh, yo Herb, I ordered an IH, an electromagnetic bowl that heats itself up. I guess he's talking about. It's me trying to seem cool. Aussie Jake, Bongzilla is here. Good to see you, legend. How are you? Oh, great to see you, Aussie Jake. So I love it when the Aussies come in. You know, we've not seen for a few days is Spider Bite. Where is she? I have to send her a message. What's going on with Spider Bite? Rachel Kyle. Hello, Dan. Any news? Hello, Herbie the Wonder. So, Dan Guest, his missus, is having a baby. Having a baby. We're having a baby, guys. We're having a baby. And, so we're very excited, and it's a little baby girl. And so hopefully, have you already got a name picked out, Dan? Have you got names? What's the name choices? Can we vote on the names? Can we do a poll about the baby names? Very, very exciting. I just want to take a second to shout out to my friend Ivan Teller, who is having brain surgery today, Monday, and I know it's going to be well. It's going to be fine. It's going to be good. He's a very strong man. He's very private. Yeah, so we love you, Ivan Teller. We love you. You're going to be great. You got this, pal. Much love and blessings. blessings for Ivan Teller, who has been hit with cancerous tumours, and but he's getting his real world medicine that he believes is important, and today potentially is his brain tumour operating day. So Oh yes, Rob's doing a group meditation later. Is that at 2 o'clock Eastern? Matthew Mornian is leading a world meditation for everybody in our community and beyond who is unwell. So you've got Misha Johnston who's got cancer, Veronica Bartolini's got cancer. I'm not close with Veronica, but you know she needs support as well. And Ivan Teller has been hit with 4 cancers in the body recently, some in the throat, some in the brain, and some a bigger cancer somewhere in the body as well, a tumor. So yeah, this one has upset me. Not that I'm not upset by the others, but Ivan Teller is somebody that I wish I was closer to, because I know we've had lifetimes together in the past. He's a bit of a personal mentor for me as well. I'm going to be very sad if anything happens to Ivan Teller, guys. I will need to take some time off on that one. So he has responded to my private messages, and yeah, sending prayers for him, sending prayers for all of us. Goodness me. So yeah, try and make the meditation today if you can. I'm going to try and be there for a while, but I have a group like right after, so I don't know how long it'll go on for, but it's a great opportunity to get together, drop into the heart, send out some love. So even if you can't be there for the live meditation, it will be timeless anyway. So just take some time today to drop into your heart center and send out waves of loving compassion. Just thinking that whoever needs it, send out forgiveness. Yeah. So it's 4 a.m. in Australia. What? It's 5:56 here in the UK. So it must be 4 p.m. in Australia. Is that right? Okay, not too cold. Give it 15 minutes. Yeah. I speak with V a little. She adds to my Telegram quite often. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, me and her are very respected from a distance colleagues. Yeah. Hillbilly Herb, I can't touch socially. Every time I've combusted my diner vape was while seshing with others. I need absolute focus for the vape. That okay. 4 a.m. It's 3 p.m. here in Brisbane. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I am getting Chloe Ariel on tomorrow, Tuesday. Excuse me. My voice is really taking it. It just doesn't like this Vimto. Mm-mm. Oh, happy born day, Sophie. She's not born yet, is she? Dan, you haven't had a baby yet, have you? We can't wait. We can't wait. We're very excited. Very excited. So yeah, much love and blessings for Dan's missus, who's about to pop birth a new little baby guest. That happens to me at shows. Yep. Can't feel the click. No, sorry. Meditation's at 4 a.m. It's nearly 3 p.m. now. Okay, so it's 2 o'clock Eastern, I think. Just 7 o'clock UK, so 1 o'clock Central, I believe. Got 3 minutes to get to work. Run, Dan. Oh, you don't need to apologize. It's cool. 1 a.m. here. I'm just waking up. Plants are watered. Now what? Chill, relax back. So we've been talking about mermaids. What else are we talking about today, guys? What else? What's the topic of the day? You know what? This reminds me of Gina Virginia Casella. Oh my gosh. So we've got Gina's conferences coming up on Saturday, and then next week I'm going to Bases. I can't believe it's another Bases conference. It's come around so fast. It's only 6 months ago I was at Bases with Miles Johnston, and Drago Reed was here last time. Drago's not coming to Bases this time, unless he's planning to surprise everybody or something. He's not on the docket. And but Sean Bond is, oh fuck me, I can't wait to see Sean Bond. I'm so excited, I really am. Did I ever think I'd get to meet Sean Bond in person? No, I didn't. He's one of my favourite people. Oh, Sophie's your missus, sorry. Baby Iris. Oh, Dan, thank you for sharing that with us. Baby Iris, that's beautiful. I actually have a version of me that's called Eris. Interesting. It's like a name. The name's supposed to be Japanese, but it's not very Japanesey. But she's used it. That name is used in all the Japanese cartoons. And it came to me organically in my mind. I had no idea. Arisu. It came to me and I was just like, what is this? And I went down this massive rabbit hole and found myself in a Japanese cartoon called Sakura Wars. And they're really taking the piss on that one because it's me. You can see it's me holding a teddy bear. And at the time, I was sleeping with teddy bear. I was sleeping with my Care Bear. And then I had to stop sleeping with Care Bear because I realized, so like someone said to me, I think your Care Bear's possessed. And I was like, okay, like pushing it far, far away. So there's 420 chat going on. So yeah, if you guys are into that kind of thing, do take the opportunity to get in the chat with Jason and Hillbilly Hub, who are experts when it comes to that 420 stuff. Like, no idea. A cure in groves, yeah, dole out to small desk jars and bento boxes. Bento boxes, nice. I love watching reels about Japanese food and their bento boxes and Korean food. I love watching these videos of people in Korea who work at a big company and they go and have their lunch every day and they take a tray and they're just piling on so specifically what they're getting, and then they go and get a bowl of noodles and then they get something. Oh, just imagine, it'd be so cool. And in Korea, is it Korea or is it Japan, the kids in school get fresh cooked food every single day, like amazingly. Probably Korea and Japan, to be honest. South Korea, not North Korea. So Iris is a beautiful name. Yeah. It's making me think about The Holiday. What was her name? Was her name Iris in the Holiday movie? With Kate Beckinsale. No, not that Kate. Different Kate. You know the one I mean, with Cameron Diaz. The Holiday Christmas movie where they swap houses. Was her name Iris? That's nice. When I was pregnant, could not agree on the name for my son until the day. So to my partner, it was very important that his name had Win, because his name's got Win. His dad's name's got Win in it. My dad's name's got Win in it, which is just a coincidence. And so he wanted my son's name to have Win. So we settled on Max Win. So his name's Max Win. So that was very important for my partner at the time. Does he care about that now? Can give a toss. But right then he made my life hell because the name had to have a Win. So I joke with my sisters about Penguin and Raven, because V is a W out there. So Raven would have been pretty cool. But we settled on Max Win, so his name's Max. And then I just watched the movie The Proposal with Sandra Bullock and the Deadpool man. And his name was Drew, yeah, in the movie. And that's when I realized Drew is short for Andrew. I had no idea. So I called my son Maxwin Andrew. Yeah. He had a squirrel staring me down today. Looked like he wanted to get in. Just a Hillbilly Herb says, just had to fish a baby red squirrel out of my window. Poor little rascal was having a peek at us and got trapped. Oh, red squirrels are so rare now. They really are. I'm thinking of the Flash's girlfriend. Okay, I can't remember which one that is. Iris is a beautiful name, Dan. Yeah, send lots of blessings to Sophie, to Mrs. Guest. I'm gonna have to start carrying nuts in my pocket. Dan says, I took a back seat on choosing my children's names as I didn't have to grow them or give birth, which looked brutal. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Yeah, it is. Don't you already have nuts, Herb? Says Rachel Carl, sorry. Yeah, that's cool. I think it's nice when you can come to like a compromise on the name, but it's very stressful because that child has got to deal with that the whole time. And because there was another boy in Max's school in India called Max, he was Max and my son remained Maxwin. So I had all these little kids coming to go, Maxwin, Maxwin, Maxwin. And it was like the most cutest thing ever. I used to carry cat treats to bribe strays. For what? Why were you bribing them? Just for strokes? Just for love? So cats purrs, they are healing sound frequencies. My cat, when I had Pedro, he used to lay on my body. If I'd had a bad day, he would come and he would transmute that for me. Hillbilly Herb says, missing time 420. That's a great idea because whenever I try to go for them, Kitty's usually gone when I get back. What are you guys doing with these cats? What are you guys doing? Yeah, Ivan Teller's got cats, and then people in his chat were like saying, who's taking care of the cats? It's like, we need to know these most simple, basic details. We need to know. Because what occurred to me yesterday is, I don't know Ivan's real name. he said on my show that's not his real name. Hey, Danny Boo Boo. Hey, how are you? Yeah, so I literally said to him in the interview, is Ivan Teller your real name? And he said, of course not. So if anything happens to Ivan Teller as he goes through his surgeries and stuff, we don't even know his freaking name, right? I'm sure there's people around him that do, but Ivan Teller is a spiritual name, a pseudonym that he used for his books and stuff. So that kind of upset me yesterday when I realised that. So I sent him I sent him a message. 720, yay! Thank you everyone for subscribing. And you can support my channel with a membership, or you can send me at paypal.me/Anchorhaven. If you like anything we do here at all, please do subscribe and become a member. You can join my Patreon at anchorhaven.co.uk. You can be a free member over there. There's some free resources you can download, and I'm adding new things all the time. No, that's not his name at all. He changed his name because his true birth name, that that name, the straw man name, that has like negative energy attached to it because he has that negative connection with his family, like a lot of us do. I heard him say his name just this AM. He's putting his real name out. Oh, guys, this is real deal. If Ivan Teller puts his real name out there, then he's obviously thinking something's happening. Okay. Yeah, let us know if you put his real name out, because then that means that he's having brain surgery, for fuck's sake. It's like serious shit, And I know there's good percentages on these, but it's brain surgery. So I sent him a message yesterday just in like total gratitude and appreciation. And I know I've had lifetimes with him before, because we mentioned it on the interview we did a few months back, that we both come from a planet, like a dragon planet. So he's probably primordial void dragon, like most of us are. So yeah, I hope he's okay. He survived that hurricane tornado shit a year or two ago. Yeah, he's a tough fella. He is a badass. I even had the thing from Fantastic Four. I had one in that interview. I said to him, well, you're like a rock person, because he just has that kind of rock energy. Do you know what I mean? Very grounded, very, can't even explain it. But names are funny things. I was given a name at birth, changed at my adoption. Not sure how the numerology works on that. I don't like my legal name. Yeah, I do not like my legal name at all. My unlegal name, unlawful name. I don't like it. I don't like being called Julia. That is not my name. It's not my name. It's not my name. I've never liked it. So I don't know which version of me feels like the true name version, but it's not me. So, and I I generally try not to use people's names in like regular conversation. It's rare that you'll hear me say, "Hey Herb," or, in real life. He has wisdom of a planet. He does indeed. Ivan Teller is a very wise being, and I've done quite a few videos with him now, because I did quite a few private sessions last year. Because I had a lot of questions, and he can channel guides, anything at all, and he'll channel it for you. Entertainment Extreme Network, Armando, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. Today we've been talking about 420, mermaids. We're talking about names now. So names are important, but I think I don't resonate with my name at all. I really don't. And then when I chose my brand, Anchorhaven, I was not aware that was my code name in the projects until Drago Reed said it at the Basis conference when I'm standing on stage next to him. And he said, coincidentally, that's her name in the programs. And I looked at him like, what? You see me like, what the fuck? So I need a Dr. Pepper, something wicked this way comes. Yeah. Well, I'm on Vinto, and it's just not cutting it. It's not cutting it. I'm still coughing, and yeah. I need my Pepsi, guys. I need my Pepsi. Yeah, we've got a cracker-lacking week coming up. Unfortunately, I'm rescheduling Maria Wheatley because her internet router comes tomorrow. So I'm going to try and reschedule her for probably next week now. We will see. I've got Chloe Ariel coming on this week. Soma Arar, Miriam Yancey. I do need to check my my schedule. Wizard Wicker says, I wonder what my name is in the programs. Yeah. Who's a hottie? We're still talking about Ivan Teller, because I do think Ivan Teller's a hottie. But he said he doesn't date people from overseas. I was thinking about this yesterday. I know you guys are going to think I'm mad, but for Ivan Teller is the only person that I would get on a plane and I would fly out right now to have a relationship with, right? He's the only one. And I wouldn't normally say that, but he's about to have brain surgery. So, and I did say to him at the end of the video that we did, you know, so do you have relationships? Do you date? And he literally said to me, not people from overseas. I was like, so yeah, so I got rejected by Ivan. He's got a dating app. He does. I don't think he's fully finished the dating app, because Flix mentioned it the other day. So yeah. So entertainment Ian's not very well. Let's see. Yeah, your names will come to you. So my alters tell me their names. Or somebody else will say something like Ivan gave me a couple of names as well in channel sessions. He gave me a name for my Mars one, and then I had it verified. And he gave me a name for Tabitha as well. So, and I've kind of tuned into her because she's still active. So some of them you can telepath with. I love the way he says greetings. Yeah, blessings, greetings, blessings. He does mumble quite a bit, but I think that's just maybe because he had tumours in his throat. I don't know. So yeah, 1, 11, 11. So it's 6:11 here in the UK. I'm in the northwest of England. Dan is somewhere Midlands. But we just have one time zone out here. India, we had one time zone for the whole of India. It's just some mornings, you know, you get up and it was foggy, like there were clouds surrounding you, and it was dark, and you would have to go to school at 5 a.m. in the dark. And other days it wouldn't. It was like that in India. So I do miss India right now. Finally, Belgium networks keeping me away of Anchor. Missed everything about mer people. Why does it say Jammu? Jammu. So, so I did 2 great videos yesterday. This weekend, please go check them out. They're on my video tab right now. I did an interview with Gina at Virginia Casella, and I talked quite a lot. And then yesterday, I did the fastest interview of my life, which I totally time displaced that interview, guys. I'm so sorry. With Karen Holton. So I talked so fast that it was over within 15 minutes, but it was a 60-minute video. Justina says, I never liked my first name for the longest time. I'd have so many conversations. Why, oh, why? My mum chose that name. I wanted something magical like Arabella, something French. Yeah, a little town called Hales Owen. That's where Dan Guest hails from. So that kind of cool. Yeah, so I had a pen pal when I was a teenager. She was from South America. Brazil, I'm not too sure, but she had like an exotic name, and I don't have a middle name, and that's quite rare. But my parents were old, so we did not have fancy middle names and stuff. You know, just a first name and a family name. That was it. So my dad said I could choose my own middle name. So there was a period of time where I had this random middle name in there. You missed Karen's show. Hope you all had a good one. Yeah, it was good. So she's like, so tell us from the beginning. And I just talked for 30 minutes straight. And then went, I'll pause there. And she's just like, what? Like, how do you say Jammu? What is Jammu? Jammu. I don't know, pal. You didn't get a notification for Karen. Okay. I did put it on my posts, so it is on my schedule if you're on my Patreon. Yes, you just see it's got 3 names. So Julia has a last name that's my married name that I still use. Rocky Horror Picture Show. Why are we quoting Rocky Horror Picture Show? And it wasn't Wednesday. Okay. I'm getting confused in the chat, guys. I've missed something. My dad called me Pickles because I love pickled onions. 2 to 6 years. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. So one of my sisters calls me Boo Boo, and one of my nephews couldn't say Julia, so he calls me Jula. So for a while, I was still getting called Jula. And because I was working for my sister when I worked in construction, I worked in her office. She'd call me Jula, and then other people would call me Jula, right? So that's quite funny. Like a Belgian diamond. I don't know. So is Ivan Jerry Sargent, or is that his dead entity name? Oh, is that his name? Jerry? Does he look like a Jerry? Hold on. Did he literally say, my name is Jerry Sargent? Is that what he said? Where did that come from? Where did that come from? I've missed it. His name's Jerry? You know what, this gets me, right? Because, you know, John Whitberg, that's not his real name. And when you send him a PayPal, you see his real name, which is so much cooler than John Whitberg. Talk to him about this. And but he's John. He's John. That's who he is. He's John. He's the energy of John Whitberg. And it's weird. Willard said to me a while back in the Discord chat before we blocked each other, mutually blocked each other. He said to me, did my mum know that I was going to be special? And that's why she named me Juliet Anchorhaven. So, oh, Jamu is like shit, like murd. Jason's got an uncommon middle name. That's cool. He called him that today. Oh, Danny, your middle name's Grace. That's lovely. Wizard Wickus, my middle name is Alex. Alex is a cool name. Oh, yeah. So I am very sad about Ivan. I wish, you know, when you want to be somebody's friend, but they probably don't want to be your friend. So he sent me a very strong boundary message when we first started connecting, that he was there as a mentor for me. It was like that. So that's how I refer to him. And he has helped me out a few times. Yeah. Oh, look at this. El Moria, the spiritual force field. Protective light is surrounding you. You are safe. So this is for Ivan. You are safe. Protecting light. Yeah. He called him that today. Well, he called himself Jerry. Please don't die, Ivan Teller. Please don't pass over right now. Unless it's your contracted mission, then yeah, we've got to let you go. But I'm not ready. I'm being selfish. Oh dear. What deck is that? This is the Divine Masters deck by Kyle Gray. So it's a good deck. It also pairs in with another deck, and you can mix them together. The Keepers of the Light deck, I think, this purple one here. I think that blends in with this deck, so you can have a full thing about keepers. Yeah. Baby girls are the best. So I don't know. I've got a baby boy. I always knew I was going to be a boy mum, always. The idea of being a girl mum terrified me. Like, I don't even brush my own hair. What am I doing with a girl? Like, no idea. I can't wait for my flower break to end. Jason says things I have no idea what he's talking about. See, I would love to get Jason on. Jason is a fantastic researcher. He's one of the best researchers I know. And he's like on it like a car bonnet when it comes to UFO files, mysteries. His UFO knowledge is amazing. Jason is a great guest. I would love to get him on the show just to talk about anything at all. I feel like Ivan is a strong soul and will recoup quickly. Yeah, I hope so. This is just a bump in the road. Yeah, but you put yourself out there. His job is to disclose the truth. He's got over 5,000 videos on his channel, so he has a legacy. So he's done a lot of work for humanity. Under the title of Humanity is Under Attack. I put the link up earlier in chat, Julia. Okay. I'll have to go back and see. I've missed an update. If he's put an update out, I've missed it. I think I do have all notifications on right now, but I've not seen it. But yeah, much love and blessings out to Ivan Teller, who is going through the shit right now. But you got this, Ivan. You can do this. You're really supported. He's good looking, a strong looking man. He is a good looking man. He is. So yeah, there's not many people that I think. Well, Ivan Teller as well. I don't even know how old he is. Does anyone know how old Ivan is? Yeah. Collective Awakening says hi. How you doing, pal? Good to see you. So there's 13 people watching the chat. Please do like the video and check out all the videos I've done in the past week or so. Some of them are so good, guys. And on the live tab, because I'm streaming from Zoom, it does the speaker view only. And then I download the gallery view, the side-by-side double header, as Miles calls it. And then I upload some of those into the rainbow view, into the video tab. So some of them on there as well. So Rachel's talking about me. Who, Oh no. Why is she talking about you? Because we were talking about Jerry, who's potentially Ivan, I think. Jason 420, would you like to share your middle name with us? Don't have to, but if you would like to, that would be awesome. If you've got an uncommon middle name. So, welcome everybody. It's Mindful Monday. So, what is on your mind today? Is anybody researching a topic? Has anybody seen a really good podcast or anything yesterday? I actually caught a little bit of the Journey to Truth podcast with Ida Farhat, Ida AI, and so I caught a bit of that yesterday. So that was interesting. I have been thinking about getting Ida back on the show. So I do have one video with Ida Farhat. And I met her at Bases 2025. I met Ida, and she's a bit loud. she's very loud when she speaks, which is great for somebody who's deaf like me. But I was on one side of the road and I could hear her talking on the other side of the road. She's a cool lady. Jason's middle name is Lee. Oh, I've got a friend called Lee, spelled like that. That's interesting, but it's a lady. Can I have a reading? Feel something is watching me. Oh, something's watching you. Should we check the pendulum? The song, something's watching me. How did my voice sound in the video I sent you? Yeah, good. Yeah, good. But because you like fluffed up your beard, you've got this massive beard. Like, it's so freaking funny. Oh, it's less common. Jason's middle name is Archibald. Can we have suggestions in the chat for what is Jason's middle name, please? Turner. What? Jason Turner? Something? Taylor? I don't know. Yeah, suggestions in the chat. What is his middle name? Okay, so who is watching who? So Entertainment Extreme Network is something watching him. Meh. What do you think's watching you? What do you think? I'm not getting anything. It could just be, I get a lot of evil eyes sent to me by jealous people who think, wow, she's always laughing. She must be fine. Not the fact that she can barely walk at times and she's got a fridge that door doesn't close on the fridge and she's behind on her rent and, you know, gets pain in the body every day and trying to get a job and, you know, I get sent evil eye all the time. Whenever I put a new offering out, there's somebody locally who copies it. It's quite funny. And then they sell it at 3 times the price, but with low energy. So it's like, okay, Entertainment Extreme Network, let's raise the vibe. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so I have listed on my Patreon a workshop that's online and similar to the one I did in person on Saturday. It's going to be auras, psychic senses, energetic boundaries workshop. So I've listed 2, which is the Sunday after I come back from, oh, I need to check now when I've put it. It might be this Sunday. I think I might have listed one for this Sunday upcoming, and there's one for the last Sunday in the month, which is a later time zone as well. So this is an online workshop for 2 hours. You do get a handout and everything sent to you, and we're going to be doing some psychic development together. So it's just about $10. It's £8. It might be $10 or $12, and so we can get together on Zoom, and we're going to start working in our psychic senses. So I do teach psychic development, but it's mainly confidence building is what I teach. So this is for Entertainment Extreme Network. What is going on with them right now? Now these are more of guardians that would like to work with you. Can I have a confirmation? Thank you. Interesting. Okay, so the reason it feels like something's going on is because you're releasing karma. You've got Lord Shiva coming in for you. Yeah? So Shiva says the end of a cycle. Debts are paid. Choose your destiny. So what you could be feeling is like an impression of another version of you coming forward, like another timeline is opening up or something like that. You're releasing karma right now, so contracts are ending, so you're feeling this weird release of energy. Things are releasing from your back as well. It's like I really feel like this gust of energy around my back. So new things are coming forward, so you're getting options opening up for you, timelines are opening up for you. So call on Lord Shiva, call on Shiva, Guru Jaya energies to support you. Listen to Shiva meditations, yeah, or like mantra, and just open yourself up to possibilities. So choose your destiny. So Entertainment Stream Network, it's time to get crystal clear about what's going on. Now we've got Sanat Kumara coming in saying open channel, signs, codes, downloads, and sacred information. So more info is coming for you. So you might not have all the information you need to make a decision. So just be open to the possibilities. You're going to hear me talk more and more about possibilities because I can feel that energy very, very strongly right now that we're literally opening up a foray of timelines. What's that word? Where's that come from? So yes, we're getting so you've got Shiva and you've got Sunat Kumara. There's a lot of S energy. So you've got snake energy coming in, transformational energy is coming in for you. So if it's uncomfortable, yes, you're being watched by your higher self all the time. You're being watched by your guardian angel all the time. So it's not necessarily unwanted energy that's coming in for you unless you know specifically somebody's there. But I didn't pick up on it with the pendulum. It's very less energy. But basically what people think and feel about us is none of our business. And I do need to be reminded of that from time to time. But just focus on you right now. Releasing karma is uncomfortable. So you're going to be going through a bit of trauma healing right now. So get yourself nice and nurtured. Yep. Okay, so that's for Entertainment Extreme Network. There's a lot of things moving in the sky tonight, says Herb, like moving stars. I can't help but notice when I see them. Also, I have lots of strange close encounters with little critters. It's all connected. So Dangus says, sorry, I'm quite behind the chat now, says, I had a small conversation with Penny Bradley. Don't think I'll have another. I appreciate her information. Yeah, I've not reached out to, well, I have reached out to her, but I've not had private conversations with Penny Bradley. Literally, like, the only thing I've ever said to Penny Bradley was in response to a comment for Bases last year when I released the schedule, and then somebody said, oh, Penny Bradley's only got 15 minutes. And she's like, I thought I had more time. And then I had to say, no, it's a fluid schedule. This is the information I've been given, but on the day we go with the flow. So that's the only thing I've ever said to Penny Bradley. She freaks me out a little bit because she looks like me. She could potentially be my mother DNA. But I also feel that way about Jane Celia Hatch. Jane looks like me. When you see us side by side, when you see pictures of us both when we're younger, oh, what my word. It's like, yeah. Okay. Hey, Kim Bam. Good to see you. Uncommon names, Humphrey. Damien. Oh. Is it Zebulon? So we're trying to guess Missing Time 420's middle name. I went to school with a dude named Zeb. Did you go to the Spirit Church? How did that go? I did, thank you. Yeah, so I got employed to go to a local spiritualist church. I go there every couple of months to teach, and so I was leading a workshop for 3 hours for 10 lovely ladies, and we were doing the aura energetics workshop, the psychic senses, energetic boundaries, psychic development workshop. So it went really well. So we did tuning into the energy body. We did that, messages from the body, messages from the earth, sensing our auras. Then we did aura cleansing using a variety of tools, so partnered work, so encouraging them to kind of use their hand sensors to tune into people's energetic fields, work with selenite, work with sound, work with all of the elements basically to cleanse somebody's aura. And if your aura is being scanned, and that's an opportunity for you to start to realize that you're much bigger than this body. Well, people get shocked when I say your aura is like 10 meters, dial it back a bit, so we did that, and then we did some aura reading where they were sharing messages. So I do a lot of priestessing work, which is sacred witnessing. So we did a spiritualist church friendly version of that, where one person was sitting in meditation with the clear wall background there, and the other person was tuning into their energy, looking into their aura. So you'll be able to see there's different colors around someone's head. There was a lady who was getting spirit messages as she was sitting there, and she was getting this spark. like a silver spark, and I saw it and other people saw it as well, which is very interesting. So when you slow everything right down, you can see these things. So it was a real lesson in confidence. So everything I do is confidence building, but they didn't just put a few things, right? It's, oh, it's a bit of red here, whatever. So I started to say, what kind of impressions are you getting? What keywords? How do you feel about this person? And is there a message for them? So we started to really delve in. And there was a couple of psychics in the group, and they enjoyed it. So, but it's weird because the last time I taught that, my psychic work was very different to what it is now. So it was boosting for me as well to be able to talk about the kind of psychic work I do now. So yeah, it was good. I got invited back on. So it's not Zephaniah then, your middle name. I got invited back to teach Akashic Records work in September, so that's really good. So I get paid to do that every couple of months, which is nice. I thought it was cool too. He's very smart. I figured his parents were hippies. Nothing wrong with that. Did anyone play that old text game Zork? Zork. You're welcome, Ian. Yeah, welcome. Love the text adventures. Okay, catching up on the chat now. I'm so hungry right now. King's Quest. When I feel someone watching me, I think she may be related to Arcane Ra Penny. That is, yeah. He says that that's his mother. That's his mother DNA. But I think he might also talk about different relationships there. Hey, it's Vicky Binky. Not seen you for a while. Mad Hatter, hello. Hello. Yeah, his biological mother, he believes. I believe that it's possible that she could be mine and Drago's biological mother as well. Although, when I was talking to John Whitberg, we kind of do think it could be Jane Celia Hatch. Because when you see me and Jane Celia Hatch, oh my word, we look alike. We do. I think we've got quite a similar personality as well. Hello, Vicky. Not seen you for ages. How are you? I'm still here, says Rachel Cal. Not been kicked out yet. Why do you think you would get kicked out? Okay. Do I have a rainbow aura? Hope it's not brown. Well, this is interesting actually because somebody did put brown on somebody's sheet. And brown is meant when you look in traditional. I basically told them to throw it out the window when it comes to the interpretations. Because when I had my foot surgery and I had a scan with Karen Ann McDonald doing her biofeedback, there was brown in my aura. The very first picture I got, my aura was brown because there was all the drugs in my system, the anesthetic and everything. I was in surgery for over 3 hours. So my system had anesthetic and the biofeedback app picked it up from a photo and the sound of my voice that I had anesthetic in my system. How does it do that? I do not know, but it knew that I'd been through a surgery. She didn't tell it anything. How did it know that? So don't worry about the brown in your aura. It's just generally energy releasing. Never brown money. So I was telling a story because it's so weird because there's a guy in my local community called Frank Lines, and for a very, very long time, he was the aura photographer here. This guy's like, if he's less than 90, I'll be very surprised. But he passed away recently. And I didn't know that till the day before I was going to the Spiritualist Church to teach. And I saw that they put a message saying he passed on. So when I was there, we were talking about the colours of the aura. So I shared a story that I had with Frank a couple of years ago when I was going through trouble at my work, breaking up with my partner at the time, all this kind of stuff. And I sat down with Frank and I said, please, can you just let me see what's going on in my aura? Because I don't feel right. I feel like I've got an attachment or something. My life is a mess and all this. And I put my hand on the thing. My aura, instead of being the violet flame and the Arcturian blue flame like I am now, it was red. The whole aura was red. And he sat with me for like 30 minutes and we just talked. And he did spiritual counseling with me. And every time I talked about my work, my aura went with red energy. So my root chakra wasn't safe. It wasn't grounded. But red is generally safety, security. But my root chakra was like screaming to me, you are not safe, you are not safe. So it was funny because I do a lot of tests with aura photography because I have another friend called Reg who also has that technology for aura photography. So I've tested it out holding crystals, holding somebody else. I've tested out loads. So yeah, so don't worry too much about the colors, but they are an indication that something's going on. I envy people who have white auras. My aura is never white, it's always violet flame. And I see other people and I think, oh, they must be like more spiritually advanced than me or something. But Frank, I've told you guys this before, I sat near him at an event and for the entire day he said the same thing. Before I went to this event on Saturday, one of my friends said to me, "Oh, he told me that I have an Indian chief. I've got a headdress in my aura, which means I've got an Indian chief as a spirit guide." And I literally said, "Girl, he says that to every single person. I've witnessed him do it at an event for a full day. He told everybody their guide was an Indian chief, including my sister, who was so happy to hear that." But I do believe we all have native guides. I believe we've all had that in our family at some point. I have a memory of being a native young female. Okay, catching up. Sorry, guys, catching up. So yeah, possibly. I mean, I've got rainbow wings, like crystalline rainbow wings. Just catching up on the chart. Head pressure is going to be a thing for people that don't normally get head pressure. A quickening of light info, says Rachel Kyle. Yeah, I agree. Code brown. I repeat, code brown. Oh no! Why does it say pedo brown? What? That's not right. There is a video where there's a code brown thumbnail because we were talking about stuff like that. So try coconut liquid oil, colloidal silver with some clove oil, swill and swash in the mouth for as long as possible and spit it out. So, oh, bye, Danny. Danny Boo, yes, ma'am. In all aura pics over 10 years, my heart appears as a white orb. Oh, I love that. Rachel, thanks. It was an intense workshop, says Vicky Binky. Went to the spiritual group last night and got the headache back that night. Yeah, spiritual groups, cleanse. Yeah. You get an Indian chief, and yeah, you get an Indian chief. Honestly, every single person would come up to my store saying, "Oh my god!" I said, "Did you just have an aura reading? Let's have a look." Because he'd print out the photo, and they don't really do that anymore. You don't get printed photos anymore. You get this 32-page email with the new technology, but the old technology, you got Polaroid of your aura, which is the best, I think. 3 to 5 white orbs in an arch over the top of pics. Main color is predominantly yellow. Oh, yellow aura. That's interesting. That's very joyful. Yeah, Julia, I want to know my aura color. Can you tune into that? No. Okay, can we all just take a breath and tune into Arno, Mr. Rainbow Flame's aura? I'm getting blue. Straight away I'm getting blue around the left side. There's a bit of head pressure there at the back. I'm getting blue and green, but I don't know. This is not something that I do. Now, Venus from Secret Frequency, she does it like this all the time. And she just tunes into people and then she'll draw it out. Yeah, you do have purple in your heart because you're Violet Flame Keeper. Oh, it's the hairdryer, guys. It's the hairdryer. It's 6:37 a.m. My son's going to school earlier and earlier and earlier because he's got exams right now. Okay. Rachel Carl says the aura photo taken soon after divorce was the most colourful. Go figure. Liberation. Freedom. Yeah. Yeah. So the worst my aura has ever been was the red when I was going through something with everyone around me. And then after I had my foot surgery, I documented my aura every day. So if you guys go back to this time last year, I literally had my foot surgery on the 8th of June 2025. So for 10 days after that, I put posts of my aura up practically every day because I was working with the biofeedback, the Genius app. I'm running those frequencies through my body every day, and you could watch my aura change from brown to pink to purple, and it finally ended on purple. So I got my Violet Flame aura back. Rainbow Flame favourite colours are green and blue. I am blue. Dabbity. What? I am blue. Dabbity. Okay, I get you now. Sorry, guys. I've done some Violet Flame stuff today. Yes, thank you so much. So yeah, Mr. Rainbow Flame is working with Violet Flame Reiki right now. Rachel Kyle, I love my aura pics along with important docs of the house goes up in flames. I've not done one yet since returning to Tassie. Yeah. We don't know what mine is. Oh yeah, you need to try and get your aura scanned. Whenever you see somebody there with that technology, go and get it scanned, just so you've got it. I don't think they print out photos anymore though now. The technology has evolved, so you now get a report of nonsense. But my friend Reg does it, and he's usually kind of like near me at events and stuff, so I get to see what's going on because he projects it onto a big screen, people's aura. But he does breath work, so if you ever go to get your aura photography done, just calm yourself and take some slow deep breaths, drop into your heart before you do it, because it honestly has an impact. So I watch him do like Tai Chi breathing with people as part of the process, and it changes their aura. They did one for Mr. Kitty on Rob's show. Oh, yes. Yes, that's so cool. See, I honestly don't know how that works for Karen Ann McDonald and her biofeedback genius thing, but it works. It does. Yeah, and she reached out to me when I'd had my foot surgery, and she gave me a free session. And then I downloaded the free app, and I worked with that for 10 days. Mad Hatter. I'm kind of always been told I have a magenta/burgundy aura. I have a picture where you can almost see a bright white yellow aura around my daughter and I. That's lovely. Yeah, I used to be fascinated with this Kirlian photography. So I just don't know, because it's from that movie, you know, that Omen movie, is it, with Damien or whatever, and he's got this dark black aura or red aura, and that used to freak me out. So, but I've had red in my aura, so it's I've not had a black aura. Has anyone else had a black aura? It was pretty dark after my surgery because my body was brutalized in that surgery. You know, they literally hammer and chiseled my foot to the point that my toes bruised just from the pressure. Yeah. Oh. Anyway, so Mr. Ivan Teller has a surgery today, so we're going to be keeping him in our prayers. And yeah, he's got a fantastic channel over there with 5,000 videos. He is an important part of our community because he has this deep connection to aliens, angels, ETs. I've even had him channel the timeline. So there's a few videos with Ivan. I put a playlist on my channel of the stuff that I've done with him. We've only done one actual podcast, like an hour-long podcast, and the rest are 30 minutes, but you get to see him at his best when he's just channeling different beings. Like every 2 minutes he channels a different being for me. Dark clouds in their aura. Yes, yes. Oh, you've heard of people having a black aura. Interesting. Yeah, Kirlian photography. That's really cool. Yeah, so I do. So one of the things we will be doing on the psychic development workshop, which is going to be an online workshop, we will be doing aura reading, and this is easily done online, but we'll be working in small groups, and you'll get to see the person on the screen. I did it that way when I was training in Witches School at Witches College, and I was in a threesome. I was in a trio, and me and this other lady were looking at this other lady, all on different sides of the country. I've mentioned this before, and I'm like, I can't see nothing. Can't see nothing. Staring at this woman, can't see nothing. So I just randomly started to pick up crayons. Okay, maybe pink, maybe yellow, and I started to draw it out. And I couldn't see it, but I knew. And then when we showed our drawings afterwards, mine was exactly the same as the other woman who's drawing the same model, right? So then I had to think, oh, okay, maybe you can read auras. Maybe there's that knowing. So you don't need to physically see it with your eyes, but your spiritual eyes can see that, right? So yeah, so even online you can do aura reading. I'm not the best at that kind of thing, but I can do it. So we'll be doing that as an exercise on our group. Yeah, dark clouds. Sometimes you see thought bubbles coming from the mental body. You see this like thought bubbles dissipate, like little golden bubbles. That's thoughts in your mental body. My handy dandy flashlight just broke. Oh, dang. Okay, 6:43 a.m. Would anybody like a card? So we're working with guardians. Would anybody like a divine master to support you this week? So what's the theme for this week, please? For our collective, what is the theme for this week? Can I just have a message from Ivan, please? Ivan, can you share a message with the group? I know. Got it. Prosperity vibration. You're attracting health, wealth, and happiness. So yeah, so Lakshmi and Ganesha energies are coming in. When I think about Ivan, this is the message, and it's prosperity and vibration, health, wealth, and happiness. Yeah, to everybody. Okay, so let me just make a list. So I've got Mr. Rainbow Flame, I've got Dan, Baby Daddy, Herb, Wiz, Kim. Okay, so I've got 5 people on the list. If anybody, Vicky, if anybody else wants a card, pop in a message right now so you get on the list. Okay, so this first one is for Mr. Rainbow Flame. So what messages, themes, and energies, what Divine Master would like to support honor this week, please? There's multiple options here, but I'm going to go with this one. Interesting. Okay, Cosmic Power, Unlimited Potential, Sacred Mission. You have SOP Debt. SOP Debt. I'm going to have to check who this is because I don't know who this is. But Cosmic Power, let me just check who they are. Okay, you do have Saint Germain and Guan Yin coming forward. But this Cosmic Power, Sacred Mission Initiation is important. Because the hairdryer, guys, I'm so sorry. Okay, Sopdet is an ancient Egyptian name for Sirius, one of their most important stars. The goddess Sopdet is a feminine personification. Her name in hieroglyphics can be translated as triangle or sharp one, depicted in many forms, often a woman wearing a white crown. Topped by a star. Sometimes she's an elongated headpiece. So this is about the Sirius energy, the coming of Sopdet. So pushing forward projects. Yep. So powerful being, unlimited potential. That's for Mr. Rainbow. Interesting. So we're going to get some masters here. I've got no idea who they are. Let's welcome energies. Could I get one for my youngest son? Just worried about him. What's his name? Justy. Okay. Unlimited potential again. Yes. Violet Flame guides coming in. Yeah. So the presences around the Violet Flame. There are guides that we work with. The patrons of the Violet Flame. So this is for Dan, who's going to have a baby birthing into the world this week, I think. It's this week. Okay. Your baby's a Lemurian. The Lemurians, clairvoyance activated, psychic awareness, sensitivity, trust your intuition. So I was thinking about little baby Iris when I pulled this card. So it's Lemurian energies coming in. So an old Lemurian soul is coming forward for you into your family. So you've been connected before in other lifetimes. So there you go. So it's beautiful. So Dan's missus is having a baby. This is for Hillbilly Herb. You're welcome. Mad Hatter. Okay. So this is for Hillbilly Herb. Sometimes I go on other podcast chats and people don't say hello, but Herb always says hello. Thank you. You've got Sanat Kumara coming out for you. Signs, codes, downloads, sacred information, open channel. So Herb, this information coming in for you this week, the signs and synchronicities. Definitely something to do with the squirrels as well. So squirrel medicine. Let me just check if I've got squirrel medicine. Because you mentioned squirrels before. I do feel like it could be squirrel medicine. So squirrel medicine. So when we have spirit guides coming forward, they come forward to bring us healing and things like that. But when we start to embody their qualities, that's when you get the most medicine. So the squirrel is foresight, inner fire, and shaman. If you've observed squirrel for any length of time, you will know that she is like a coiled spring, full of latent acrobatic energy. Sure-footed, she leaps from tree to tree, through the forest canopy, even sitting still. The swishing of her tail reveals squirrel's inner fire. So squirrels, red, black, red, grey, run vertically up tree trunks. This movement's an important part of the medicine. The tree represents the tree of life, the world tree. Its roots are in the lower world, the realm of spirit animals, strong healing earth energies. Its trunk is the middle world, inhabited by humans, and its crown is the realm of the gods and spirit teachers. Squirrel, traveling between spirit and human realms, represents the shaman, who does exactly the same. The purpose of this vertical journey is to bring messages and power from spirits so we can learn to live in harmony and balance. So yeah, so Squirrel does have signs for you and synchronicities. So pay attention to Squirrel. Pay attention to the messages that they're leaving you. So I feel like Squirrel's actually leaving you little gifts. I don't know if you've noticed they're leaving you little gifts, yeah? Okay, so catching up. Yeah, love signs, synchronicities, was hanging out with Little Red this afternoon. Never been so close to one before. Yeah. So think about looking through their eyes. What do they see? Yeah. Rachel Cal says, it annoys me when people not saying hello, rudeness of any kind. No, it's just like, because we're used to having a community podcast and being like super friendly on this, little sister podcast here and Rob's big brother podcast. And so we're used to being friendly, and you go on other people's podcasts and they don't have that sense of community. They just show up and, they don't acknowledge the chat and stuff like that. So people don't feel like they can share another podcast, I think. It's free Rainbow Sherbet Day. Who's feeling squirrely? Yeah. Okay, the next one is for Wizard Witkiss. Wizard Witkiss. The Bara, the Black Sheep Rebel Alliance. Are you putting that on your channel, Wiz? Okay. Hey, did you get your t-shirts? Because I got my t-shirt. I'm wearing my t-shirt. Did you get your t-shirt? It's a bit big, actually. I should have got a smaller one. Wizard. I can't wait to meet all the wizards at Faces next weekend. I'm stoked. When we talk about two peas in a pod, Mr. Wizard, you got Carly Moore. Okay. Divine severance. Cut the cords to dramas, fears, and limitations. So Mother is coming out for you to dance on the heads of those around you, to help you let go. So you have not been listening to something, and Carly is coming in to finish the job. Come on. Let me just find a message from her from the book. For me, she comes in when it's very heavy. When I've not been listening to the signs. Stop right there. Don't let dramas or other disruptive energies get between you and the light you are born to be. Before a molehill becomes a mountain, release yourself from a situation that's only going to drain you and bring you pain. Today, the universe, through the goddess Kali, the great goddess Kali, is encouraging you to cut the cords between you and unnecessary people, places, and situations. Is that where I got that from? People, places, and situations. That's so weird. Yeah. So yes, Kali Ma is coming out for you. So listen to her mantras today, I think. Hey, El King, how are you doing? It's a scam. Yes, this is free. Oh my God, free? How can you do readings for free? That's insane. It must be a scam. Beware the witch. Beware the witch. Okay. Wizard Witkiss is Bob Ross energy. Is that a compliment? You need to have a talk with Rob about a few things. Oh, do I? Why? What's happened? I don't know. Rob and I, we're good pals. We don't talk all the time. Super chill, ultra strong. When I had the issue, no way. Al King, if it's not for you, you don't have to stay. So, but thank you for subscribing. Okay, so that was Mr. Wiz. Next, we've got Kimberly Bamford. Kim Bam. Who would like to support Kim Bam this week? Ooh. So we're working with Divine Masters Oracle today. So these are gods, goddess, guardians, ETs. Nice. Okay. Sacred connection, synchronicity, divine connection, understanding lessons. So this is a week of embodiment. You've got Metatron and Sandalphon. So you've got kind of above and below energy coming in for you, Kimberly, to help you integrate this week. Yeah, so lots of things been going on lately. Basically, take some time out this week to just sit, just be you, to take pleasure in the things you do, to nurture, because you've got some integration going on. So something's been happening and you've been embodying energies, but the clarity is coming in this week. It's all about clarity. Yeah. Yeah, go hard or go home. Yeah, work hard, play hard, guys. I have been trying to sleep the last couple of days because when I did that psychic workshop on Saturday, it really was a lot of energy for me being in person. So I crashed. What was I like? I had to crash afterwards. So okay, just don't go too hard. The next we've got Vicky Binky. Vicky Binky. Vicky Binks. So who would like to support Vicky Binky this week, please? Oh, interesting energy. Sacred vessel, you are the answer. Be guided to your purpose. I'm going to pull something from the book because it's Mary Magdalene. So Mary is a priestess title. So you're coming into priestess embodiment this week. What's going on? What's going on? There's head pressure there as well at the back. So you've got memories coming forward. So quite a few of us have been told by Soma Ara that we were Essene, so we walked beside Jesus in that lifetime. We were like some of his like posse. Doesn't resonate with me, but apparently, probably Mr. Wiz is the same because we're very synced. So you are the answers you seek, Vicky Binky. You hold the treasure, the magic, the mystery. Right now, you're being encouraged to recognize that you are valuable, part of the universe's plan. If you have a strong desire to share what you've learned, it's time to do so. So it's time to start sharing. So for me, a few years back, I wanted to open my wellness studio, but I thought, well, no one's going to come to my wellness studio. Nobody's going to listen to me. What do I know? And then it took me a while to realize, especially when I started to connect with people, that the things that they wanted to know were things that I learned like 20 years earlier. Right? So then you think, oh, okay. So I realized I knew more than enough. I knew more than enough for the people who were drawn to me to be guided. So sometimes we always feel like that, especially as you come into SSP, then the wording changes and, you've got to catch up because it's like my dyad has been awake for 20 years, longer than I have when it comes to SSP stuff. He's had those memories since childhood. So he's lived with his memories for a long time. Whereas for me, memories have only really started to come forward randomly, the last 5 years or whatever, and make sense in the last 18 months. And so it's like, yeah, so we all wake up at different times for a reason, basically. And the people that will be drawn to you will have the knowledge that they need. A lot of people come to me for course correction to get back on the path, and we kind of have to start fresh. We have to go back to basics. With everything I do, we start from the ground up. So even teaching psychic development, we start in the earth. Yeah, because before you can go up, you need to make sure you're super grounded. We go down. And then throughout the workshop, there's one phrase that I reiterate over and over. It's that, you have it within you. So trust whatever you see, feel, sense, and know. Yeah, it's that simple. Trust it. So the whole process of psychic development is learning to trust that you already are psychic. You've always been psychic, yeah, and bring it back into your awareness. So for Vicky Binky, yeah, there's people coming forward who need to be guided. And you have got the answers they seek within you. So when you're ready, yeah, put yourself out there. Okay. Catching up. No work Sundays. I do a lot less on a Sunday. Yeah, I started not doing the early live like this. I don't do that on Sundays because Nikki Jacobs is live at that time as well. So you guys can go over and say hello to Nikki over there. Maybe I'm getting the headaches on top of the head. On top of the head. Well, pressure coming down. This is the crown chakra, yeah? So when you're getting information coming down and your crown chakra is not fully open, it is very uncomfortable. For me, I get a lot of at the back. So it's either I'm getting targeting, like, that burning on the back of the head, or my memory vaults I'm accessing, which is like in the center at the back of my head. But when you're resisting opening up to all that is, to becoming that channel, yeah, there's that pressure. It's very uncomfortable. Okay, it's all about Tokyo drifting. I love my little Bob Ross live stream now and then. I just want to be successful. Is that a song? You're welcome, Vicky. If you build it, they will come. That's true. Justina, did you put the name of your child in there? How old are they? Oh, 2 bright stars. Think by the moon. We're all being squished. I figured it was Venus. Okay, sloppy. Wow. Wizard Wicker says, I liked one at the psychic fair when I was in some deep conversations with people, seeing their eyes light up and things start to click for them. Yeah, that's so cool. Hillbilly Herb, I did almost nothing today. I was so lazy, but I ran out of gas. Forced break day. I think when I saw the squirrels sleeping in the grass, that was the lesson to take easy. Exactly. Squirrel medicine. Yeah. Okay, Julia described it exactly. Cool. I need to find a workout partner. I'm not good with planets and alignments, but yes, 2 stars near moon is a big deal. Okay. You don't have to put his full name, Sebastian. So how old is Sebastian? So can we just tune into the shared Akashic record? So the first thing I just asked about your shared Akashic record from your keeper guides is, should you be worried? No, is what they said. So I don't know what's going on, but don't worry too much. He's 14. Okay. Tricky age teenagers. Do you remember when I kept getting like this beautiful scents coming in? I'm like, oh, what's this smell? And then I suddenly thought, is my son vaping? He says he doesn't, but there was a while when I kept getting this fruity smell coming in randomly in the mornings. I think he was vaping. I don't know. He's very responsible, which makes me think he's like an old man. Yeah, it makes me think that maybe he's not so responsible, when he's not here. Okay, so Sebastian. Sorry. Okay, so this is for you and the connection that you have with Sebastian. Okay, so he's going through an upgrade, an up level. This is quite interesting. So he is going through a tricky time. So you may need to just be there to support him. So if his personality has changed or something, yeah. So when I asked about kind of what are you guys doing good together, I got Shiva with the karma release come in. So this is end of a cycle, choosing your destiny. So he's at one of those crossroads, yeah. So he does need some guidance, or he just needs your gentle presence around Sebastian to help him with this next stage. So he's at this position where he's kind of choosing who is he? Who's he becoming? Yeah, he's bringing in a remembrance. But we also have Kali Ma coming out. So we've got Shiva and we've got Kali. So that's the balance. So you bring him back into balance. Yeah. So he does have some challenges there because this is fear, limitation, drama. So I don't know, try and investigate and see if there's anything going on in his friend circle or anything like that. But there's energy that's releasing, but you're there to balance him out. So Shiva and Kali coming out together. Yeah, this is balance, okay? So just be there to support him. So you're bringing in this energy as he goes through an emotional time, which is very normal as a teenager at 14 years old. Things don't make sense. You're trying to make sense of everything. What am I doing next? So I asked about supporting his next step. And I got Commander Ashtar, I got the Palladians coming in saying leadership activation, time to evolve, trust in your ability to guide others. So he's having a trust issue right now. Yeah, he's not too sure about this next step. So you might need gentle support, more information even, because at 14, who am I? Who am I becoming? Got exams coming in perhaps. I know it's different out in America with the school system. But he's having potentially an identity crisis of like, who am I? What's going on? Yeah. He's having those deep kind of questions that you get when you're a teenager of expectations. Maybe he's being a bit hard on himself as well. Okay, yeah. Serapis Bay, I just got a pain in my neck then. Paradigm shift, activation to grow, make the necessary change. So he's coming into balance. So this is your connection with Sebastian. So he just needs you to be there while he recalibrates into balance, okay? So he is an old wise soul. He might not always fit in where he is. So just open that safe space for him, that dialogue, and try and encourage him to come forward. That's all you can really do, is be there. Just be that stable foundation, keep to that routine so he knows that's safe. Yeah, so I'm raising a teenager. He's raising himself, basically. I'm just here witnessing it happen. Yeah, just see, if you're noticing any changes. We finally got through yesterday. Okay, just catching up here. Spot on, Australia. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Talking about gummies now. All right. Yeah, so he's got a lot going on. You're right. Yeah, your intuition is right. He does have a lot going on, but you don't need to be worried. You just need to be there for him. Yeah. So he's having a recalibration. He does have a lot of guides supporting him, especially he's got Palladian. So I don't know if you feel like he's a Palladian soul, but that's coming in for him. So Commander Ashtar Command is like a legion of guides coming in. So it's not just one person. But with Kali Ma, we know he's releasing. With Shiva, that balance is coming back in. And he's kind of discovering, okay, who am I? Who am I? What's going on here? Yeah. Okay, so I've got the Mad Hatter next. 7:05 a.m. here in the UK, so it's 2:05 Eastern. Thank you guys for joining me. Elvis is from Venus, I've heard. Well, on Journey to Truth yesterday with Ida AI on, they were talking about Venus, and their perception of Venus is very limited. So, I mean, we talk about Venus quite a lot. Take me home, because I am from Venus. There's aspects of me on Venus. You talk about it in quite a few videos. The Venusian Ra Collective came in quite strongly with Starseed Lolo. She channeled 2 guides, that I'm connected to. So the Ra Collective, and the Zetas she channeled for me. So yeah, they're my energies as well. So Venus, there's lots of different aspects to Venus. Venusians have ships. They travel around on light ships, and there's a version of me on a ship that's an educator. Venusians have the Star City, like the Cloud City. They have that as well. And they are like inside the planet too. So the planet's very close to the sun. And I remember Audrey Walters said that it wasn't, because it was so close to the sun, it was getting hard to be on the surface. But they are in there as well. And they're also out of phase, and they're in the clouds, and they're in ships. They're everywhere. Okay. Temple of Doom. Okay, so this is for the Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter. Which Guardian would like to work with the Mad Hatter this week? You've got multiple options. I'm just going to pick this one. Interesting. It's about bloody time you came out. Where have you been? Okay, you have the Celtic goddess Brigid, Breed, the goddess of hearth and home, is coming in to light up Mad Hatter's inner fire, your creative spirits. So let your passion lead you to your purpose. So I'm going to get a message from the book from Breed. Let's see. So that inner fire of transformation is coming in. You are a highly driven, passionate being with the ability to make great changes in the world. Follow what lights you up, for the spiritual fire within you is growing and glowing. The sharing of passion will lead to fulfilling of your purpose. Bridget is coming to you now because it might feel as though your life is changing and the ground is unsteady beneath you, but trust that it's best to change when change is unfolding around you. This is a powerful time for the new to begin. The seeds that you've planted in your dreams are being given an opportunity to germinate and grow. So passion. Don't limit yourself. Don't doubt. Don't take in the doubts from others. Let your fire burn and roar. This is the Celtic goddess Breed. Yes, she brings in that inner fire, that passion. So she's going to feed your creative spirit. And it's been a long time that I've had a Celtic goddess come forward. That's what I was saying. Where have you been? Where have you been? So Bridget is coming forward. So you can all tune into her energy. Yeah, she is a fantastic goddess to work with. So that was for the Mad Hatter. Yeah, so my frequencies are really tiring at the moment. I get a lot of clairaudience. Right now it's just a gentle buzz as I tune into everybody. Backdrops are so fake in colour. What's that about? What's that about? Okay, that was for the Mad Hatter. There you go. If anyone has not had a card and you would like a card to support you this week, please drop a message in the chat. You don't need to pay for these mini readings. All support is gratefully received. I do not have a job. This is my full-time thing that I do. I was meant to have an interview tomorrow, but I'm not going to go for that one because it's just too far away. It's been giving me a lot of anxiety thinking about it. So I applied for more jobs yesterday. But I've got 2 conferences coming up, so I'm excited about that. So I've got the Summer Days Conference on the 13th of June, which is this Saturday. It's a full day event. I'm doing a talk midday Eastern, which is just generally about discovering who I am, knowing that something was different, missing, and then following weekend I go to bases. So on Thursday the 18th I'm going down to bases. I'm going to stay at Miles's for a night in his Faraday cage. That is his editing studio. Miles is currently editing the panel show, so that's going to be Basis 173, is the Anchorhaven series, so you'll be able to catch that on his channel and on Basis TV. But he's doing a professional edit on the SSP panel discussion for me, and it's great that he'll do that, so Miles is very supportive of the younger community, of us little broadcasters, us little journalists, so he's helping me out with that. And so there's a couple of things that I do here at Anchorhaven that have become a Basis series, which is Basis 173. Yay! And which is 11, which is like a master number, so it's so cool. So that he's going to hopefully release that for me today, and it might go onto his Basis channel. What? Rainbow Flame. Miles and Steve Mara had a good discussion on Miles's Basis channel. Yeah, go check out the Basis Project YouTube channel. He's got a lot going on there. And then basistv.com, basistv.org. If you want to get tickets for Basis, they're just £100. Friday, he did mention doing a £15 ticket on the door for Friday, but I'm not too sure what's going on with that. I'm going to follow up with Miles a bit today. But he went to Peasemore Base. He did a drive round of Peasemore, and he believes the person escorting him around that area was an asset, or like a 3-letter agency person, because their car had a crack in the windshield or something, which is like an MOT fail. So their car was not roadworthy. So how were they out and about in it? Why wasn't it getting picked up? It's very weird. And I reminded him that Peasemore Base is an active base. It's in a time bubble. John Whitberg and I have got memories of being at Peasemore in 2030, right? So interesting. So people are roaming around the country. Oh, this is a deep underground military base, not realizing that slightly out of phase, it's an active freaking base, right? So it's quite funny. You don't get what you don't ask for. Be careful what you ask for. Yeah. So I do have some Rick Simpson oil capsules. Guys, what are you talking about? Yeah, so check out Miles's channel. Go to basistv.org. Basis TV. So I cracked my mug and he sent me another one. How cool is that? He literally went straight to the post office and sent me another 2025 mug, because the 2026 mugs are they're being printed, so I'll pick up one of those while I'm there. But he sent me a new mug, and so that's very nice of him. Thank you to Miles for doing that. And so yeah, Basis is pretty cool. So I never used to be into that kind of thing. I always used to just stick to Mind, Body, Spirit first. But because Draco was coming out last year, I reached out to Miles and said, is it okay if I volunteer at your event? And then after a while I said to him, have you got anybody doing your graphics? So I do his graphic design, for the conference, and then I support when I'm there any way that I can. And that's so cool. So I'm really looking for, we've got a really good lineup of people coming. Slight changes to the schedule already. Somebody can't make it from Europe now. So I'm not planning to present, but there's a possibility. So yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping I don't have to. So I just want to hang out with my mates. I do side podcasts. I want to do the side podcast with Rob. So I will be the foreign correspondent for the Typical Skeptic podcast, like I was last time. Hopefully this time Rob and I will be able to set up even more than we did last time, because of the 5-hour time difference. It was dead hard to schedule. Buying some with Litecoin unlimited potential. I'm not sure what that means at the moment. Yeah. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for joining me, everybody. It's Monday. It's Mindful Monday, so do take it easy today. This is the gentle start for the week. I do have groups which are 8 o'clock UK time, 3 o'clock Eastern. So if you're in my memberships, you can access these Zoom groups. Primarily, they're the UK ladies who are the foundation for these groups. That's why I do them. But you're welcome to come in and see if it's for you, see if you gel with the group. So Mindful Monday, Awakened Wednesday, and Akashic Records Saturday are the connection groups that I do. They're available for my members. I am planning at the end of this month to do a live on Patreon. So for my Patreon guys, I've not figured out how to do that yet, but I have listed 2 workshops in my Patreon shop that are online workshops for psychic development. So one could be potentially this Sunday, and one is the last Sunday of the month, which is on a later time zone. And that's about, it's £8, that might be $12. Yes, I'm just trying to raise some money to help me get to bases, so we can do some psychic development, tuning into the auric field, confidence building when it comes to your psychic senses, connecting into crystalline frequencies as well, so I can do crystal activations with you that will help you. I work with ethereal crystal energy and crystal light angels, so we will be doing a bit of an upgrade on your light quotient as well to allow you to embody more light, more information. Yeah, so you can book that via my Patreon. You can find me on Patreon, or you can go to anchorhaven.co.uk. So that is going to be a Zoom, will be available. And after purchase, you'll get the Zoom link there over there. So do go check that out if you'd like to join me for a psychic development workshop. It is a lot of fun. I do try and make things fun if I can, and I'm having trouble with my laptop. I need to get a new laptop. It's not allowing me to live stream, and you guys see I have trouble with StreamYard. And even on this, I think it's my energy, to be honest. It goes out of sync with the sound after a while, and it's happening on all of my videos right now. So yeah, but I am on Spotify, Spreaker, Apple Podcast, so you can just listen to me on there. Not for the lives, I don't upload those, but I upload my videos. So today is an upload day. But I've got some really cracker-lacking videos that we've done lately. We've got loads of cool guests coming on this week as well. Chloe Ariel, we might do some mini readings with Chloe Ariel tomorrow. So this tomorrow, I think is going to be Chloe Ariel at this time at 5 a.m. UK, midnight Eastern, which is like 2 o'clock Australia. I've got Chloe Ariel coming on the morning, early AM. So we're doing an interview, which may be readings, or you can ask her questions. So she's like, not too sure about this live Q&A. Not too sure about you asking me questions, like random questions, right? And I was like, it's fun. I promise it's fun. So we'll see if she's going to do that. We've got Soma coming on and Miriam Yancey coming on this week, and there's probably somebody else that I've forgotten that I've already scheduled in. But yeah, the schedule is fluid right now, but I do try and update it on my Patreon posts, my YouTube posts. Please do check those out. Yeah, and if I'm watching something, I'll share that I'm watching it so we can all go and support the other channels over there. But what's quite sensitive for the next few days is Ivan Teller. Ivan Teller is in hospital right now, so please do send prayers out to Ivan Teller. And he's posting updates, so I really hope everything goes well for Ivan Teller. When he has his brain surgery this week, he's got tumours in his throat and a tumour in his body, and he's in hospital. He's getting real world medicine, and he's been posting regular updates. And yeah, I really like Ivan Teller. I've done a few videos with him, so check out my playlist over there. But check out his channel. Just put some positive comments over there for him. Yeah, put some support. And let's there's Rob's doing a meditation at 2 o'clock Eastern, I think, which is 7 o'clock UK. Matthew Morning's leading like a global healing meditation. Misha Johnston's also got cancer right now, and other people in our community are not well. So let's try and support, just sending out love, sending out blessings, that kind of thing. Yeah. It's not always helpful to send healing to other people and they get bombarded with healing. So we just send out love and forgiveness, and hopefully they'll get exactly what they need. Yeah. I want to get a button, says Jason. Yeah, 4 a.m. Aussie time, says Rachel Kyle. Yep. So I don't even remember there being time zone changes when I was in Australia for a year. I don't remember that. The temperature changes was weird when you go from one state to the next. It's as if you just crossed a boundary. It's freaking weird. But Australia is a very unusual place. Probably one of the most dangerous places on the planet, SSP-wise. Anyway, so talking about growing in the chat. So Yeah, it's sad. It is sad. There's a lot going on in our community. And I know not everybody believes it's targeting, but I do believe that adds in. Because when people start dying, it's a bit of a shock, isn't it? But like the Avengers, we will come together. We will stand strong. We will hold the light. We will hold that line. Love and forgiveness, compassion and mercy. These are our superpowers. These are our technology. We bring in laughter. Yeah, it's weird here. You're right, Julia. Yeah, Australia, there's something weird going on there. There's multiple versions. There's 8 versions of me in Australia right now. My mind has just said you've got 8 clones over there. So yeah, they're all over. You got the most dangerous bugs, snakes, spiders. Like I was literally bitten by a white-tailed spider, which is supposed to be deadly or something. I was fine. So yeah, something's wrong. Okay, guys, I'm going to call it a day, but I will be back on. No, I won't. I haven't got a guest today now. It's Maria Wheatley's rescheduling so that she's got her good internet because her router has failed. It's got faulty. She said it's possibly something to do with spending time with Miles Johnston. So who knows? And but she gets a new router coming tomorrow, so I'll reschedule her maybe for next week. We will see. No squirrels. You've got no squirrels in Australia. That's so weird. How have you not got squirrels? You've got chipmunks? Because India had chipmunks, and their little tails go. Wee, 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 wee. That got held. Oh no, that got held. Have a spanking hot Monday, y'all. That got held for review. You get koalas. Yeah, you've got possums, and possums are scary, but you've got koalas. Koalas are scary. Oh my god, when the planes go over the koala sanctuary, the koalas are like, like that. It's awful. And you're just like, what the fuck? Koalas are really like badass. They let out these screams. You're just like, oh my god, make it stop. Yeah, there's like a koala alert that goes off. It's really awful. Platypus seems pretty dang cool. Yeah. Beware those drop bears. Okay, drop bears. Oh my god, has anybody encountered the drop bears in Australia? Lethal, mate. Lethal. Drop bears are not as cute as everybody thinks. Yes, even kangaroos. Kangaroos are literally a bit of a pest out there as well. Plats have poison barbs. What? So thank you to the Wizard Witches for dropping my paypal.me/Anchorhaven. If my work has supported you in any way, please do send me a little PayPal to help me get to the Bases conference, which I'm literally going to be going to Bases next week. I'm going to be on the train for hours and hours and hours, travelling down from Liverpool, down through Wales, all the way down to Bristol. And then from Bristol, I'm changing to another train. And from there, I'm changing to a bus for like an hour. And then I'm going to get to Devizes, go and have something to eat, hopefully meet Sean and Isha, and then go and stay at Miles's for a night. And then I'm connecting with Source approved. She's over there. She's coming to Bases. And another lady who suspiciously is called Julia, who is also a targeted individual. So getting 3 targeted individuals together in the same apartment, probably not a good idea. So we will see. If you get weird broadcasts from me saying, I'm live from this random place, you'll know that something went down. Yeah, so koalas are drop bears and kangaroos are tricky. Well, I had drop bears with something else. Yeah, not koalas. Why did that do twice? I don't know. I don't see it twice. I don't know. Okay, have a great day, everybody. Take care. Good night. Good evening. Good morning. It's 7:22 a.m. I am Anchorhaven, and this is the Mystical Wellness Channel. So thank you so much, everybody. Bye-bye.